Deep in the Enchanted Forest, 7 dwarfs lived in a cozy cottage. Each dwarf had a special talent: Dopey, the funny one; Grumpy, who secretly had a kind heart; Doc, the wise leader; Sleepy, who loved naps; Sneezy, always sneezing; Happy, full of laughter; Bashful, shy but brave. One morning, they discovered their magical crystal, the source of their forest's happiness, was stolen. The trees began to wilt, and the animals grew sad. "We must find the crystal," said Document. The dwarfs packed tiny backpacks and set off. They followed a trail of glittering dust, a clue left by the thief. Along the way, they met a talking owl who warned them of a shadowy figure near Dark Mountain, a lost unicorn named Sparkle, who joined their quest. At Dark Mountain, they found the thief, a lonely goblin named Ziggy. He'd taken the crystal because he wanted the forest's happiness for himself. Grumpy crossed his arms. "Stealing is wrong." But Dopey giggled and offered Ziggy a friendship cookie. Ziggy began to cry. "No one ever shares with me." The dwarfs realized he wasn't evil, just lonely. Happy said, "You can be our friend. But please return the crystal." Ziggy gave back the crystal. As it was placed in the dwarf's garden, the forest bloomed again. Flowers sprouted, and birds sang. The dwarfs threw a feast for all the creatures, even Ziggy. They danced under the stars, learning that kindness is the truest magic. As the dwarfs and their new friends danced under the twinkling stars, Sparkle the unicorn lowered her horn, sending shimmering sparks into the sky. The sparks transformed into tiny fireflies, lighting up the night like 1,000 lanterns. Sleepy, who usually dozed off early, clapped his hands. "This is the best party ever," he yawned, but he was too excited to sleep. Sneezy, who had been sneezing all day from the mountain's dusty air, suddenly stopped. "My sneezes are gone," he cheered. The crystal's magic was healing everything. Bashful, blushing as usual, whispered to Ziggy, "Would you, like to live with us?" The goblin's eyes widened. "Really? I'd love to." A new beginning. The next morning, the dwarfs and Ziggy worked together to build a tiny new house right next to theirs. Doc drew the plans, Grumpy, though he grumbled, hammered the nails, and Dopey painted the door rainbow colors. From that day on, the Enchanted Forest was even happier than before. Ziggy learned to share, Sparkle visited often, and the dwarfs' laughter echoed through the trees. And whenever someone felt lonely, they remembered, a little kindness could light up the whole world.